Kumusta tayo, mga kaibigan, kapatid at kababayan na dyan po sa Malaysia, particularly dyan po sa Kota Kinabalu sa Sabah. You are all welcome dito po sa programa natin, Nico Terial Talk with Nico. And nandito na po ang mga latest updates na mayroon tayo tungkol sa mga istorya galing sa Pilipinas, especially on the political scenario or scene dito po sa Pilipinas. Once again, I would like to welcome each and every one of you, mga kababayan ko, mga Filipinos dyan po sa Malaysia, particularly sa Sabah, as well as ang mga Malaysian friends natin. And not to forget also, welcome na welcome kayo po, mga overseas Filipino workers sa iba-ibang parte ng mundo, dito sa atin po, no? Sa mundo natin. And mga kababayan, kapatid, and kaibigan natin dito po sa Pilipinas. Dahil ngayon, ang Nick Talk, The Real Talk with Nico, ako po, nandito pa rin sa Pilipinas. And to be very particular, I'm still dito po sa Boracay Resort, no? Island Resort ito, because we had a 3-day General Assembly on Alpha Phi Omega International. No? Mayroon kaming General Assembly, but our election will be next year pa po, and it will be held in Palawan. In Palawan po, another tourist, well-known tourist destination ng Pilipinas. So, okay, ang pinaka-importante na balita na I think everybody, a lot of Filipinos are waiting since last week po, no? After yon the change of leadership dyan po sa, or dito po sa Senado. Now, nandito na po, Monday na Monday, we are waiting at exactly 3 p.m. Nakumpisa na po ang session ng Senado. And tapos na, lahat ay yung mga haka-haka, they were saying na under the leadership of Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano, ang grupo nila po will dismiss ang impeachment trial ni Inday Sara Duterte. But on the contrary, si Senate President Cayetano keep on repeating na it will not happen. It will not happen po. No? He will say push through with the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. And it came true. It came true po today at 3 p.m. when they started when they opened ang Senate session today at 3 p.m. And again, I would like to announce each and every one of you, sa inyong lahat po, mga followers natin, especially mga Filipinos dyan po sa Kota Kinabalu o dyan po sa Sabah, na na-convene na po ang impeachment ni Inday Sara Duterte. But earlier this morning, marami pa, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang mga haka-haka, mga rumors, mga marites po tungkol na hindi matuloy ang impeachment trial ni Inday Sara Duterte. And of course, mayroon pa mga balita tungkol sa mayroon na naman again another kudeta, change of leadership dahil some according to the rumors, no? There are some members of itong bagong leadership ni Cayetano, no? Will be jumping over again doon po sa grupo ni Senator Vicente Sotto, the former Senate President. And some people were saying also that itong dalawang senator natin nag-abstain the other day po during the change of leadership, voting for the change of leadership between former Senate President Vicente Sotto and incoming elected Senate President si Alan Peter Cayetano. May dalawang senador, they abstain, no? They did not vote. And I'm referring to Senator Ejercito, no? JB Ejercito, and si Senator Mix Zubiri. But today po, they made it official. They ang stand nila whether they will be supporting the minority or the majority. But bago I will give you itong sabihin natin ang desisyon nila po, itong dalawang senador natin, si Subiri and si Ejercito. Let me share with you first ang video clip na mayroon tayo. I prepared para sa inyong lahat during the opening of the session dyan po sa Senate. Especially itong official convening of the, sabihin natin, na impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. Because alam ko po, marami sa atin, we want to know kung ano talaga, matuloy ba o hindi matuloy ang impeachment. As what I said, tuloy na po ang impeachment ni Inday Sara Duterte. For those who are supporting for the convening of the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte, this is good news para sa inyo po. And for those who are fighting for the dismissal of the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte, pagdating dyan po sa Senado, maybe this is a bad news sa inyong lahat. But anyway, mabuti na yan. Para sa akin is, I think mabuti yan para sa ating lahat, para malalaman na natin po kung who is telling the truth po, guilty ba or hindi guilty si Inday Sara Duterte. And malalaman natin, as what I said, malalaman natin kung at the end of the trial, she will be convicted or she will be acquitted. And at the same time, during the proseso po, ng trial po, malaman natin kung sino itong mga witnesses, mga resource person po, ang mga records, financial records, support and so on po, kung may katotohanan ba yun po or does it carry weight itong mga witnesses ng defense and witnesses ng ni Inday Sara Duterte, no? So, before anything else, nandito po, let's make it official. I will share with you itong footage na I prepared for all of you po. This is something like 6 minutes and 23 seconds po. At this, you will have, you will see, kayo mismo po, you will see na tuloy itong impeachment trial ni Inday Sara Duterte. Nandito po, let's watch and listen this video clip po. Hold on sandali. Alright, nandito. Let's watch and listen to this. And eto na po.
Is directed to make the proclamation. All persons are commanded to keep silent under pain of penalty while the Senate is sitting in trial on the articles of impeachment against Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte. The clerk of court will please call the roll. Roll call of members. The Honorable Senator Judges Aquino, Cayetano Villa, De La Rosa, Ejercito, Escudero, Estrada, Gatchalian, Gold, Ontiveros, Lacson, Lapid, Legarda, Marcoleta, Marcos, Padilla, Pangilinan, Soto III, Tulfo Erwin, Tulfo Rafi, Villanueva, Villar Camille, Villar Mark, Zubiri, the Senate President. With 23 Senator judges present, the Chair declares the presence of a quorum. Senator Judge Villanueva? Yes, Mr. President, Sir Presiding Officer, may we request Senator Judge Camille Villar to ascend the rostrum to administer the oath of the Senate President.
Please raise your right hand. Impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte. I state your name.
I, Alan Peter Compañero Shram Cayetano,
Solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that in all things appertaining to the trial of the impeachment of Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte,
that in all things appertaining to the trial of the impeachment of Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte,
now pending,
now pending Representatives, through Secretary General Cheloy Garafil, personally delivered to the Senate the articles of impeachment against Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte, pursuant to Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 3 of the Constitution, and Rule 4, Section 11 of the Rules of Procedure in the impeachment proceedings of the House of Representatives. Earlier today, the articles of impeachment were referred to the Committee on Rules and consequently to the Senate sitting as an impeachment court. Mr. President, the articles of impeachment against Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte with its annexes are now presented to the court for proper disposition and action. The same is duly noted and made of record. Number 39, or the rules of procedure on impeachment trial shall continue to apply. We further note that Rule 6 thereof, which provide that the provisions of the rules of the Senate and the revised rules of court shall apply suppletorily whenever applicable. The court having been recognized, the court having been organized, and the articles of impeachment having been presented, let a writ of summons be issued to the Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte, who is directed to file her answer within a non-extendable period of 10 days from receipt, pursuant to Article 7 of the Rules of Procedure of Impeachment Trial. She is directed to appear before the session hall of the Senate of the Philippines upon notice. The Sergeant at Arms is directed to serve the written summons on Vice President Sara Duterte along with a copy of the articles of impeachment. The prosecution may file a reply within a non-extendable period of 5 days from receipt of the answer. The parties may file their pleadings and annexes in person or through electronic mail. All other pleadings, motions, similar papers intended for the consideration of this court may be filed electronically. We will circulate the specific instructions on the format for the pleadings and manner of electronic filing for the guidance of all parties.
Mr. President,
Senator Judge.
thank you. Mr. President, may we be clarified when you say 10 days, is that working days or calendar days?
Calendar days.
Calendar days, and including the 5 days for the prosecution to respond.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Alright, yun po, narinig natin. Official na po, na-convene na ang impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte, ang Vice President ng Pilipinas. For the second time po, she was impeached by the House of Representatives. And let's see po, what will happen at the end of this trial. Let's see whether she will be convicted or she will be acquitted po. She will be acquitted. And alam na natin po, in the event she will be convicted, then she will be removed as a Vice President of the Philippines. Automatically, she will be removed. And the second prayer, dalawang prayer yan po, removal from the post of Vice President if convicted. And the second prayer is she will be disqualified perpetually from holding any government post po. In other words, that will be the end of the political career of Inday Sara Duterte po. But as what people are speculating or forecasting po, na mahirapan ma-convict kay Inday Sara Duterte po dahil it is required to have 16 votes, 16 votes to convict si Inday Sara Duterte. But let's say po, based on the number of the minority and the majority na po, hindi malayo po, dahil itong dalawang sabihin natin senador who abstained during the change of leadership po, they declared their stand already po. Ano ba ang stand nila po? Ang stand nila is to be with the minority bloc. Anyway, okay, punta tayo sa impeachment. narinig natin po, out of the 24 senators, we have 24 senators sa Pilipinas po for this 20th Congress. And present today, a total of 23 senators except for isang absent, and I think alam niyo po kung sino itong absent, and that is Senator Bato de la Rosa po. Senator Bato de la Rosa. So, nag-umpisa na po, and sa ngayon, at this very moment, no, as I talk, now on standby pa, no? Suspended pa ang session nila po, and they will come anytime soon po to resume ang session nila. So I took this advantage while suspended pa ang session. Maybe they are discussing on the some very important matters po. Ang senator judges ngayon po, they are senator judges po dahil nag-umpisa na po officially ang impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte, no? Okay, let's go naman dyan po sa balita tungkol kay Senator Mick Zubiri, as well as si Senator JV Ejercito. Ang stand nila po, when they said that they prefer to be with the minority bloc po. So let's watch and listen to the official statement made by the two senators. Nandito po. Let's watch and listen to this po.
Senator
Hold on, ha?
Zubiri,
Sandali.
Senator
Alright, nandito. Ito ang stand nila, and let's make it official po. I will share with you ang video clip. I'll share with you itong video clip. So at least, you will be able to see.
Zubiri and Senator JV said that they are independent, but same with Senator P and I, we started out independent, and then Senator Zubiri asked us if for the purposes of we can join the majority. So, of course, former Senate President Zubiri.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I would like to be associated with the minority bloc, Mr. President, if I may. Pinatigos nga ako nila, sabi nila na ako ay nag-fence sitting at nag-abstain. Nag-abstain lang ako para have a free hand to vote on which issue that I think is important for the Filipino people. But when it comes to the organization, I would like to associate myself with the minority, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Zubiri. To thank Mr. President for the trust and honor that I was offered to become the majority leader. But as I have mentioned to you personally, that as of this time I would rather maintain my independence and with what is happening all over. I think I'll be able to perform my tasks very well and my programs very well as an independent. But again, nonetheless, Mr. President, I would like to thank you for the trust and confidence. Being majority leader is a very, of course, it's one of the most powerful, we would say, position in the Senate. But I guess I have at this point I would like to maintain my independence. I also understand. I also recognize that you will say that you will be our number 14, but until the time that we vote, any member, we have to respect their decision and always ascribe good faith. So we will continue to be good friends despite the political divisions or the nomenclature of who is in the majority or the minority. So for the purposes of today to the future, and unless a change is made, will you be an independent or will you be with the minority? Yes, for now, Mr. President, I'll be with the minority. Okay. But again, I would like to thank you for that and for the respect, and we will all still be friends. Thank you, Senator Ejercito.
Alright, yon, narinig natin. It is officially, they declared ang stand nila that si Senator Mig Subiri, who is he's a senator from Mindanao, Bukidnon po, and si Senator J.B. Ejercito, who is the brother of Jingoy Estrada, half-brother po, nandun sa majority block si Jingoy Estrada. Now, he decided to join the minority bloc, which is spearheaded by Senator Tito Sen or Vicente Soto. So, klarong-klaro na yun po, no? Klarong-klaro na yun po. And let's see what will happen po. And focus tayo po ngayon dyan sa, sabihin natin, na impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. And kagaya what the Senate President was saying, subpoena will be given to Inday Sara Duterte, the Vice President, and she will be given 10 days, no? 10 days to respond to the sabihin natin subpoena given to her regarding the impeachment or regarding her impeachment trial po. And after that po, ang defense, si Inday Sara Duterte ang defense, ang prosecutor naman po, ang team ng prosecutor will also be given 5 days po to response. Ang response ng defense po, ng defense. And then we will see na mag-umpisa na talaga po ang official procedure of the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. When I say the official procedure po, it means nandiyan na po. They will start presenting ang mga witnesses nila, ang mga ebidensya nila po, and there will be question and answers po. Both from the defense and from the prosecutors team. So, after that, then they will make a decision itong mga senator judges. Remember, this impeachment trial po, no? Ang decision nila po will not only be based on the evidences presented during the trial. You must remember po that the impeachment procedures po, no, is a political maneuvering. In other words po, kung sino may number, then advantage sa kanila po, no? So, when we talk about numbers, to convict Inday Sara Duterte, again, I just want to inform you, no, and remind sa mga followers natin, to convict Inday Sara Duterte, dito po sa trial, impeachment trial po, there must be 16 votes po. So ngayon, we are looking at majority block is 13, ang minority block is 11. So 11. So malapit lang yan po, no? Malapit lang yan po. It's just a matter of kaya nga sabi nga ni Senate President, kung sakali makakuha ang minority block can convince another two senators from sabihin natin from the majority block to join them. So 11, 12 and 13, so 13 to 13 na yan po, and isa na lang kung makuha silang number 13 po, ibig sabihin si Senator Cayetano will be replaced po. Pero sa kanya po, sabi niya, wala naman yung problema if he will be replaced. What he's trying to do now po is magulo talaga ang Senado, magulo din ang bayan natin dahil marami tayong problema po. Especially, wag natin kalimutan ang we don't know what is happening dyan po sa flood control projects, no? At tagal na ito flood control projects, and we don't see ang mga masterminds, no? Those people really played a big role sa flood control projects po. They are still free, no? Despite all the promises made by the Marcos administration, no? That they will not have a good Christmas, last Christmas po, and more will be put behind bars early this year, no? The announcement was made last January, but hanggang ngayon po, now is already May and we are coming to June. So, mahirap na po, no? You cannot blame some Filipinos or many Filipinos no longer have that full trust sa gobyerno po. Dahil nakita ang mga karamihan ng mga Filipinos po na mga empty promises lang po, no? But anyway, let's see what will happen. Especially ngayon po itong impeachment trial po is very crucial. I think a lot of people, a lot of Filipinos po, not only Filipinos but also foreigners, no? They want to see kung what will be the outcome of this impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. Remember po, if this will be delayed, no? And remember, by next year, October, filing of certificate of candidacy na po because the presidential election will be 2028. So, whether we like it or not, ngayon po, we are already nasa election fever na tayo po, whether we like it or not po. No? And kaya nga, medyo magulo ang natin po. Ang dami pa tayong problema tungkol sa fuel dyan po sa Pilipinas, tungkol ang presyo, tumaas na talaga po. Even ang peso, value ng peso po, no? Baksak talaga. And nahirapan din tayo makita po mga foreign investors coming into the Philippines to invest. Of course, you cannot blame them po because kung mga foreigners, they have to think about the sabihin natin stability dyan po sa Pilipinas for them to come and invest. One is the security. There must be security stability. Kung wala yon security stability, it will discourage investors, foreign investors, to dump in their money sa Pilipinas. Now, we have to consider ang political stability. Kung ganito ang political stability ng Pilipinas, I think ang mga foreign investors will not dare to take the chance and invest or expand ang mga business operation nila sa Pilipinas. And the other thing is, if they see na what is happening sa Pilipinas ngayon po, ang economy, no? Walang economic stability, I don't think so po ang mga foreigners will come and invest sa Pilipinas. And who suffers now po because of this poor leadership natin ng gobyerno po? It's tayo po, mga Filipino. We suffer, no? We suffer po, no? Yon ang problema. So we have to think about it. Think about it carefully, ang mga leaders natin po, no? Ang mga leaders natin. Because kung this thing will continue po, I'm sorry to say na we are going down the drain, no? Kaya nga, we have to really do something. And of course, mark itong mga politicians natin, elected officials natin who cheated us, no? We have to mark them, and come 2028 po, general election, let's make sure na we don't give them the opportunity to be re-elected or put them in the position po. Because at the end of the day po, who put them there? Tayo po, no? Tayo mga botante, tayo mga Filipino. We trusted them, we supported them, and only to find out na they cheated us. Masakit man po to say that thing, but this is reality. Totoo ito po, no? This is reality, so we have to open our mind this time around po, no? Tama na kung we made a mistake before, let us not repeat our mistake come 2028 po, no? So depende na sa atin ngayon how we are going to but just as a reminder, ako po, I'm very concerned also po, no? We have to do something, and for the sake of our fellow kababayan, as well as for the sake of the future of our bayan natin po, which we say the Philippines. Okay, this morning, And until today po, ang daming mga people who are participating sa rallies dyan po in front sa Senado po dahil ito na po ang impeachment ni Inday Sara Duterte. Let me share with you a video clip. At least you will have an idea ang crowd sa rally dyan po sa building ng Senado po. Let's watch and listen to this. Okay, let's watch and listen to this.
Oscar Oida na nandiyan ngayon sa labas ng Senado. Oscar, kumusta ang situation dyan matapos ang mga pinakahuling kaganapan sa loob ng Senado? Oscar?
Yes, Friendship, sa araw ito, palimaspanan na yung mga nangyari at nangyayaring rally ito sa may harapan ng Senado. At nakasalukuyan, nagkaroon ng sino ba yung tutulong bayan, sa pamamanyan, at nagpapayan ng kanilang inututin sa ating tutulong sa may harap ng Senado. Ilan sa napagawanan nila ng Morales ay lumang sa pagkaresto Senator Bato de la Rosa, yung pagpapalagay ng Senado saan sila ipagpapatatak dito at yung lang agaran na pag-release ng Senado Impeachment Court. Pinapanawagan nila yung pagpapalagon pati kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa nilang ipagpapatagal ng impeachment dapat si Sara. Pagpapalagon dito sa bayan, nandyan yung anak ng bayan, nanahunang dumating dito, alas pareho yung pinapanawagan, is pagpunti ng sinabi bilang impeachment court, ang pagtagot sa kapag-agat ni Senator Bato de la Rosa. At meron din ang mga dumating ng supporters ni VP Sara Duterte, mga bandang ng hapon para ikita ang kanilang magsuporta sa Presidente. At ngayon ang umaga, nagpunta rin dito sa may harapan ng Senado ang grupong Power for Coalition na kanila naman pinitisigawan ay yung pagbaba ng tingin ng kuryente at pagkataayos na naranasan natin kasi kanina pinanagkakaproblema raw tayo dahil mga ating mga namumuno mas naman daw pagkakaluan sa kapangyarihan kaya sa pagkalita ng mga problema mula ng kinakabayan ay krisis ng kuryente. Ang mga pulis naman ng mga kahapon Bernadette ay obviously nakabantay o pinagandaan naman nila ito. Nakatulayan sinabitan ng pamot at pinaginarin ng pulis na inanticipate na sa itong kaliwat ka ng mga rally na mangyayari ngayong araw. Hindi lamang dito sa harap ng Senado kundi siyempre sa ibang bahagi ng bansa. Kaya naka-alert po ang Philippine National Police. At makikita naman ito sa mga nakapunsyon ng mga pulis dito na wala pa rin ang umaga, wala pa mga ralista ay nakaantabay na. Ito ay hindi makalapit dito sa mga pinaka-entrada ng Senate compound. Kaya ganyan dito sa
Oscar?
Alright, yun po, nakita natin, ang mga realista dyan po sa in front of the Senate compound o building po, since this morning hanggang ngayon nandyan pa sila po because ongoing pa ang sabihin natin Senate session ngayon, and at the same time ongoing din po ang Congress session po, House of Representatives, and later on I will also check kung ano mga latest updates dyan po sa House of Representatives. And of course ang Senado po, kung sakali mayroon tayong mga importanteng notisya po, I will make sure that you will be immediately informed on the updates regarding sa political scenario natin dyan po dito po sa Manila, sa Manila. Nandito tayo ngayon sa Boracay, and of course busy tayo. Siguro hindi naman tayo siguro or I will not stay longer ngayon sa vlogging natin ngayon po dahil I have to continue to monitor ang what is happening dyan po sa Senado and at the same time dyan po sa House of Representatives. Now, before I will go, I just want to inform you so far, as of this time, so far wala pa tayong balita regarding the response coming from or any statement coming from the Vice President or coming from her legal team, no? Regarding itong convening of the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. Maybe tonight or tomorrow morning po, siguro they will be giving a statement po. But anyway, kung sakali mayroon po, I will make sure that kayo po, no? Ang mga followers ko dito sa Nick Talk, The Real Talk with Nico, I'll make sure that you will immediately be informed. I might not be able to give you ang breaking news po, but definitely the news that I'm going to share with you is still fresh pa rin po. So, with this, before I go, I would like to say sa mga members ng Alpha Phi Omega who attended ang sabihin natin General Assembly dito po sa Boracay, and many of them already started going back to their respective places po, no? After attending itong 3 days General Assembly sitting. Now, I would like to say safe trip sa mga brothers and sisters ko po, and I will see you in next year dyan po sa Palawan. Ingat lang kayo po. So with this, si Nico Fabian once again would like to say thank you very much for making me a part of your day-to-day. Malaysia, Sabah, the Philippines, God bless us all. Ingat tayo, and let's hope and pray that matapos na ito po ang problema sa Pilipinas po, so that we can move on na po, no? Ang dami pa tayong mga problema. And let us not forget, mga Filipinos po, let us not forget na we want to see, let us remind to our government, we want to know ang sino-sino ang mga mastermind ng flood control projects po. And we want to hear from the Senate, now that we have a new Senate President po, who will chair itong Blue Ribbon Committee. May mga haka-haka po, baka babalik daw si Senator Rodante Marcoleta, and kung sakali, no, mayroon na chairman, be it Marcoleta or somebody else, sana lang po they will immediately resume ang investigation ng flood control projects po, kasi ang dami pa mga question marks. So with this, again, bye, you take care, and I love you all.